Hello, I am BS sir. In this video, we are discussing about non-cyclic electron transport. In the non-cyclic electron transport, two photosystems are involving. Photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. In any photosystem, two components are present. That is antenna and reaction center. The antenna contain different chlorophyll molecules and accessory pigments. For example, when you take in the photosystem 1 antenna, more carotenes are present. Whereas in the photosystem 2 antenna, more xanthophylls are present. The carotene and xanthophylls are accessory pigments. So first, when you take in the non-cyclic electron transport, the antenna of photosystem 2 absorbs radiant energy. That radiant energy slowly transferring to reaction center. That process is called inductive resonance or resonance transfer. That process is called inductive resonance or resonance transfer. So now in the photosystem 2 reaction center, so the reaction center means chlorophyll A. So the chlorophyll A of photosystem 2 absorbs the maximum light is about 680 nanometer. So this chlorophyll A is now called as P680. So when the P680 absorbs the light energy, that becomes excited and can be represented as P680 star. After absorbing the light energy, that P680 excited, that excited state can be represented as P680 star. Now this P680 donates a pair of electrons to pheophytin. I am explaining with a pair of electrons to understand very clearly. So pheophytin receiving a pair of electrons from P680. Pheophytin structurally similar to chlorophyll A. Pheophytin structurally similar to chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll A, when you observe at the center, magnesium atom is present. But in the pheophytin at the center, 2 hydrogen atoms are present. Now the pheophytin donates a pair of electrons to quinone. Here the quinone showing quinone cycle. Actually, quinone is present in the form of plastosemiquinone. That plastosemiquinone first accepts only one electron from pheophytin. For that one electron, it accepts one proton from stroma. So when it accepts one electron and one proton from stroma, it becomes plastoquinol. Now the plastoquinol donating one proton into lumen, one electron to cytochrome B6F complex. When it donates one electron and one proton, again it becomes plastosemiquinone. Again this plastosemiquinone accepts one more electron and one more proton. So one more electron from pheophytin and one proton from stroma. So like that finally it donates 2 protons into lumen, 2 electrons into cytochrome B6F complex. Slowly this cytochrome B6F complex donates a pair of electrons to plastocyanin. Plastocyanin is a copper containing protein. That plastocyanin present on the thylakoid towards lumen. Now the plastocyanin donates a pair of electrons to photosystem 1. But the photosystem 1 doesn't accept that pair of electrons because there is no deficiency of electrons. So now when you take like photosystem 2, here in the photosystem 1 also antenna absorbs the light energy. Same, this antenna absorbs the light energy and transfers that light energy to the reaction center. Here reaction center means chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll A of photosystem 1. This chlorophyll A absorbs the maximum light is about 700 nanometers. Hence it is called P700. In the photosystem 1, the reaction center is P700. In the photosystem 2, the reaction center is P680. So now the photosystem 1 antenna absorbs the light energy and transfers to the reaction center by a process called inductive resonance or resonance transfer. After getting light energy, this P700 excited as P700 star. Now it donates pair of electrons to ferredoxin. Now the ferredoxin donating pair of electrons to NADP. Now the NADP reduced to NADP H plus means NADP H2 in presence of FD NADP oxidoreductase. Now how many NADP H2s are synthesized? First only one. Okay, we will discuss later that one. But you know here the electron deficiency in the photosystem 1, because the electrons are donated to ferredoxin to NADPH2. So that is why the electron deficiency in the photosystem 1 compensated by the electrons released from plastocyanin. The electron deficiency present in the photosystem 1 compensated by electrons released from plastocyanin. Like that, same when you go to photosystem 2, because in the photosystem 2, you know the electrons released to pheophytin to quinone cycle to cytochrome B6F complex, then to plastocyanin. So that is why here electron deficiency is present in the photosystem 2. So there the electron deficiency compensated by photolysis of water. Especially in the photosystem 2, when you observe oxygen evaluating complex. Oxygen evaluating complex always associated with the photosystem 2. When there is a photosystem 2, definitely there is a oxygen evaluating complex. Especially in the oxygen evaluating complex, there manganese ions, calcium ions, chloride ions are present. So which involved in the photolysis of water. So which splits the water into 2 protons, 2 electrons, half O2. This half O2 is the atmospheric oxygen. These 2 electrons are accepted by photosystem 2. So the photosystem 2, their electron deficiency compensated by the electrons released from photolysis of water. So when you observe here in the lumen, their protons content is more because 2 protons are accumulated through quinone cycle into the lumen, 2 protons through photolysis of water. So total 4 protons are there. These 4 protons are trying to move from lumen to stroma. These protons are moving from lumen to stroma due to proton concentration gradient. Here more protons are present. That is why they are trying to move from lumen to stroma. But this thylakoid membrane is impermeable. Thylakoid membrane is impermeable. That is why there ATP synthase CF0CF1 complex. Here CF0CF1 complex allowing these protons. CF0CF1, it is called ATP synthase. The CF0 is the tail part, CF1 is the head part. that is locating in the stroma, tail part present in the membrane. Now the CF0 CF1 complex allowing every time 2 protons. So first when 2 protons are moving from lumen to stroma, that energy is useful for binding of ADP plus inorganic phosphate to form ATP. Like that, for 2 protons 1 ATP and again 2 more protons are there. Like that, how many ATP can be synthesized? 2 ATP. For 4 protons 2 ATP can be synthesized. Like that, for one non-cyclic electron transport, when one water molecule undergo photolysis, how many ATP can be synthesized? 2 ATP. And how many NADPH2s can be synthesized? 1 NADPH2. So this is non-cyclic electron transport. Thank you.